A little-known but vast-walled garden, tucked away behind the North Pavilion at Wentworth Woodhouse, was once the house's drying green. The laundry was based in this back courtyard, and for centuries, the head laundry maid and her team had a busy daily schedule of washing, hanging out, ironing and folding all the linen for the house and its many visitors. Now though, the disused and overgrown drying green has an exciting new future.
Hi, my name's Helen and I'm the assistant gardener. Welcome to the Drying Green cum community garden here at Wentworth Woodhouse. This is a new project that we're working on with lots of volunteer and different community groups. In 2022, the restoration of the Camellia house started, which was funded through the Heritage Lottery. Part of that funding that we got from the Heritage Lottery was also to develop the gardens so that we could engage with community groups and invite them to come and experience different projects. One of those projects was the community garden.
Wentworth Woodhouse Preservation Trust has long been committed with working with the local community to support skills development, education, employment and well-being. And we now have regular groups from schools, colleges and supported teams of young adults working with us here in the gardens.
So the community garden project from the very beginning has been very much volunteer-led, with community groups involvement as well, right from clearing the ground of weeds and brambles to the construction of the polytunnels and the greenhouse. And that's how we hope to take the project forward.
So, with the knee-high weeds and grasses cleared and the ground rotivated by scout groups and garden volunteers, the next task was a tricky job of assessing the environment and transforming the muddy ground into a garden, with facilities for growing produce and flowers and working with community groups. The challenge was taken up by Steve Woodhouse and the Polyforce team, made up of volunteer gardeners interested in building projects.
Hello, I'm Steve. I've been involved with the house as a volunteer for 8 years, and I was asked to lead a project in the drying green. The polytunnels came in a kit form with the teams that we've got available to us working on it at various half days. We constructed the polytunnels on uneven ground, so we had to level that ground up and anchor the foundations, put the pole system up, then the covering with doors front and back. After the construction phase, we went to the internals. That would be a staging area inside, platforms to work off, raised beds and a ventilation system. This site has problems with drainage, so we've placed underground drainage, then later guttering and water butts.
So not only have our volunteers been involved in the development of the drying green, but they're also involved in a project that will see us grow produce that will supplement our catering offer. This is a project that we did trial last year with great success. We grew tomatoes and chilies and cucumbers, and we're really excited about doing that again this year. Our volunteers are also involved in growing cut flowers, which we hope will be put into bouquets eventually, and we'll be able to sell them through our fundraising department to raise much needed funds.
Today, however, the newly formed floristry group is making pot holders filled with seeds and compost for sale at our fundraising stall. The pots can be planted directly in the ground, creating a mixed floral display later in the spring. And members of our regular Thursday group of supported young adults from Yorkshire Art Space have been experimenting with early crops in the raised beds. Today, they are planting up clumps of snowdrops from the garden in Hessian, also for sale at our fundraising stall. But the community garden build is by no means finished. The next priority is another polytunnel to provide more classroom and education space. A modern greenhouse has recently been installed, and the rather decrepit greenhouse from Ostler's Court up at the stables is being dismantled to be rebuilt in the community garden. There's still lots of space for more development, and work continues to ensure accessible facilities and wheelchair-friendly pathways. There is huge potential for this peaceful and welcoming garden to expand and develop, providing valuable opportunity for local families and groups to get involved in gardening, to learn new skills, grow fresh and healthy produce, and improve health and well-being.
So we'll keep you up to date with our progress, and next time we'll be able to show you the fruits of our labours. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel and feel free to post a comment below.